For most of your life, keeping extra cash in the bank probably felt like the safest financial decision you could make. But after 65, that same habit can quietly become one of the biggest drags on your retirement. Now, don't get me wrong. Every retiree should have an emergency fund. Having cash available for unexpected expenses provides peace of mind. The problem starts when too much of your retirement savings sits in checking or low-interest savings accounts for years without a clear purpose. Why? Because while your account balance may look exactly the same, its purchasing power doesn't. Inflation quietly raises the cost of groceries, healthcare, insurance, utilities, and everyday living. If your money isn't keeping pace, you're effectively losing spending power year after year. There's another issue many retirees overlook. If that cash earns taxable interest, it may increase your reportable income. Depending on your overall financial situation, that extra income could affect other parts of your retirement tax picture. This doesn't mean cash is bad. It simply means your cash should have a job. Keep enough for emergencies and short-term expenses, but review whether the rest of your savings is working as efficiently as possible for your retirement goals. Here's a simple example. Imagine two retirees with the same amount of savings. The first keeps a large portion sitting in a basic bank account because it feels safe. The second keeps a healthy emergency reserve, but invests the remaining money according to a well-balanced retirement strategy. 10 years later, both started with the same amount of money, but one gave their savings a chance to grow, while the other slowly lost purchasing power without realizing it. That's why many financially successful retirees don't focus on how much cash they have. They focus on how much of their money is actually working for them. And that's just the first item. Number 2 may surprise even more retirees, because it's one of the most commonly sold financial products in America. You worked hard for decades. You saved consistently, paid your bills, and built the retirement you hoped for. But after 65, success isn't just about how much you've saved, it's about what you stop holding on to. Here's what many retirees don't realize. Some of the biggest threats to retirement aren't market crashes or unexpected expenses. They're the financial habits, products, and assets that quietly drain your wealth year after year. The surprising part? Many of these things look valuable. Some sit in your bank account. Others are in your portfolio, your garage, or hidden inside financial products you bought years ago. Yet they may be costing you thousands through unnecessary fees, taxes, inflation, or missed opportunities. The retirees who enjoy greater financial freedom aren't always the ones with the biggest portfolios. They're often the ones who regularly simplify their finances and remove anything that no longer serves a purpose. In today's video, we'll walk through 7 things many financially savvy retirees choose to let go after age 65, why they matter, and what questions you should ask before deciding whether they still belong in your retirement plan. Some of these may still make sense depending on your personal situation. This isn't one-size-fits-all financial advice. It's about helping you make informed decisions. If you're retired, planning to retire soon, or helping a parent prepare for retirement, this video could save you from costly mistakes. Before we begin, remember that this video is for educational purposes only and isn't personal financial, legal, or tax advice. Always consult a qualified professional before making important financial decisions. Now, let's start with number 1, and it's probably the one that surprises people the most. As you've seen today, retirement isn't just about earning more money. It's about making smarter decisions with the money you've already worked so hard to build. Whether it's excess cash sitting idle, an expensive financial product, outdated insurance, unnecessary debt, or an investment strategy that no longer fits your life, small changes today can make a meaningful difference over the years. The goal isn't to change everything overnight. It's simply to ask one powerful question. Is this still helping my retirement, or is it quietly holding me back? Even addressing just one item from today's list could improve your financial confidence and make your retirement plan more efficient. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Decoding Finance, because every week we break down complex retirement, tax, and personal finance topics into simple, practical strategies you can actually use. And I'd love to hear from you. Which of the 7 surprised you the most? Leave your answer in the comments below. I read as many as I can, and your feedback helps shape future videos. Thanks for watching. Take care of your finances, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. At first glance, An annuity can sound like the perfect retirement solution. Guaranteed income, less market stress, predictable payments. And for some retirees, certain annuities may play a useful role in a well-designed financial plan. But here's what many people discover years later. Not every annuity is created equal. Some products come with high annual fees, complex contract terms, limited flexibility, and expensive surrender charges if you decide to make changes. Over time, those costs can quietly reduce the value of your retirement savings. That's why financially savvy retirees don't simply ask, "Do I own an annuity?" They ask a much better question. Is this annuity still serving my retirement goals today? Here's an example. Imagine two retirees who each invest the same amount of money. One chooses a complicated annuity with multiple riders and ongoing fees they barely understand. The other chooses a simpler, lower-cost retirement strategy that better matches their income needs. Years later, both receive retirement income, but one has paid significantly more in fees along the way. The difference isn't necessarily the investment, it's the cost of keeping it. Another important consideration is taxation. Depending on the type of annuity and how withdrawals are made, taxes may apply differently than many retirees expect. That's why understanding the rules before making withdrawals is so important. This doesn't mean every annuity is a bad choice, far from it. But if you own one, it's worth reviewing the fees, contract terms, withdrawal options, and whether it still fits your retirement plan today, not the plan you had 15 or 20 years ago. Sometimes the smartest financial decision isn't buying something new, it's making sure what you already own is still working in your best interest. And the next item may surprise even more people. Because millions of retirees continue paying for it every month, even after they no longer truly need it.